Hello friends, welcome to the collection Everything to Know About SSC CGL Staff Selection Commission Combined Graduate Level. In this particular lesson, we will learn about facts, figures and analysis of this particular exam SSC CGL. Okay, so let's see. I am Siddharth Gupta. I am an engineer in electronics and telecommunication engineering, and you can follow me at unacademy.in/user/Siddharth Gupta. So let's start. First of all, let us talk about the exam, that what exactly is SSC CGL. It's basically an exam conducted every year by the Staff Selection Commission. Okay, it's a government body for the post of Inspector in IT, Central Excise, then SI in CBI, Assistant, Divisional Accountant, Auditor, UDC, then Junior Accountant, okay, etc. So there are about nearly we can say 15,000 posts are available in this particular exam, are open in this exam. So in this 2016 paper, you may know that it is conducted in May month of every year. So in this year also, tentatively the exam date is 8th of May and 22nd of May 2016. So there are about 15,000 posts in this particular exam. So you can download the prospectus from this given link. Okay, you can download its complete brochure. Everything is given in this brochure. So let us summarize whatever the given in this brochure. And first of all is that the jobs that you get in this particular exam are classified into three categories. First is Group A, then Group B, and Group C. To know more about this Group A, Group B, and BC, Group C, and the pay band and everything, TA and DA, you can download this brochure and you will get to know everything that is clearly given in this brochure. Then the age limit varies from post to post. Okay, you might have seen the brochure. In the brochure, you will find that age limit for this particular exam, it varies from post to post, but most of the posts have the age limit as 18 to 27 years. Okay. This year, a new post of Assistant Audit Officer is added in this exam. This post was not previously in the SSC CGL, but now it is added to this particular exam. It's a gazetted post. Okay, it's a gazetted officer post. Okay, and if we talk about the scheme of examination, this exam is held in three stages: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. In Tier 1, there is one paper of 200 questions, and the cutoff varies every year. Okay, depending on the toughness and the competition in the exam. Then this 200 questions are divided into four categories. First is general intelligence and reasoning, that is logical reasoning. The 50 questions of this particular topic. Then general awareness again 50 questions. We will also break these topics and we will know about the syllabus of this exam as well. So second is general awareness, then the third is quantitative aptitude, okay, the mathematics we used to say it, and then English language and comprehension. So 50 questions of each particular section. In Tier 2, we will have two papers, that is quantitative ability, it contains 100 questions, 2 hours and 100 questions. And then English language and comprehension, again 2 hours, but this time we will have 200 questions for paper 2. And there is a paper 3 for statistics, which is for the statistical investigator post. So if you are applying for this particular post, you need to give this paper as well. And if you are not applying for this, there is no need to apply for this paper. Okay, it's a statistics paper. The eligibility of this paper is that you need to have a degree in statistics. Okay, so 100 questions for this paper as well. And this is the paper number 4, that is finance and general economics. We have talked about the post of audit officer that I have told you. It's a gazetted post. It is the highest paying job in this particular exam. And there are about 200 questions for this particular exam as well. Okay, then we have a Tier 3. In the previous years, we will have interview after Tier 2 and Tier 1, but this time they have changed the scheme of this exam, and in Tier 3 we will have skill test depending on the post, then computer proficiency test for some selected post, and then data entry skill test for some selected post. Again, these all three are not mandatory for every post. It depends on the job to job and job profile. We will have different types of test. So there is no interview. This is the most important thing to note about this exam. There is no interview in Tier 3. You will simply have these basic skill test and computer test and data entry test. Then let's talk about some facts and figures about the question paper that is asked in this particular exam. We are talking about the tier 1. In tier 1, we will have general intelligence as reasoning as first topic, and there is analogy, series completion, and classification. These three topics cover almost 40% of the syllabus. That is, from the 50 questions, 20 questions are asked from this particular topic. Then puzzles and logical Venn diagram, it's again 20%. Then clocks and calendars. If you do not study even these two, you will not lose too much marks, or you should not feel that you have not studied something. It's not almost 0% weightage. Then quantitative aptitude, the geometry and trigonometry. Okay, that is the higher mathematics we used to say it. It covers almost 40% of the paper of quantitative aptitude in tier 1 exam. Okay, then percentage profit loss, time and work, these three topics. Okay, I'm solely talking about these three topics. No need to study about the average and mixtures and allegations for this particular paper. They cover almost 20% of the syllabus. And there is no need to study progression and partnership, which is important for the IBPS exam, but not important for SSC exam. There is almost 0% weightage of these two. So even if you are preparing, if you want to have some crash course like thing before the exam, you can go for these 5 topics. Okay, geometry, trigonometry, percentage, profit loss, and time and work. Okay. Then talk about the general awareness. Most of the people get confused what to study in general awareness and what not to study. So let me tell you very frankly that science and technology covers almost 50% part of the general awareness paper. That is 25 questions are from computer awareness or the physics or chemistry or biology. Then economics, Indian history, Indian polity and geography in the decreasing order of their importance. These 4 topics cover 40% of the weightage. Economics is the most important, then geography is the least important, then current affairs, no need to study the current affairs, it's not more than 10% or even sometimes almost 0%. Okay, that means out of 50 questions, only 3 to 4 questions were from the current affairs. Then in English language, we talk about it's properly grammar-based paper. It's a speed test, so you need to have very good command on grammar for this particular exam. Then vocabulary, then reading comprehension, and there is no need to study the spelling test or idioms and phrases. It's almost less than 5% of the paper. Then if we talk about the tier 2, we'll have 50% of arithmetic weightage, and then trigonometry, then algebra and geometry and mensuration. And in the English language, if we talk about, we cannot categorize in English language because almost 200 questions are asked. So in these 200 questions, it's all the topics are distributed, okay, equally distributed, all the topics. So we cannot categorize what should we study for tier 2 or tier 2 or not to study. Okay, and if we talk about the cutoff, you can see the cutoff is for SC category. If we see, the cutoff is almost 60%. It's consistently the same cutoff. If we talk about other categories, for the general category, you can see it's almost 70% of the total paper. Okay, it's tier 1 plus tier 2, that is 600 marks. Out of 600, you need to study, you need to get at least 420 marks, 70% to clear for this particular exam. Okay, then some very important fact about this exam. Almost 1.7 million candidates appeared for SSC CGL Tier 1 exam in 2015. Then almost 0.15 million, okay, that is 1,50,000 qualified for the Tier 2. So you can see the difference. 1.7 million appeared and only 0.15 million qualified for the Tier 2 exam. So it's not like that Tier 1 exam is an easy one. It's not an easy exam. You need to study hard for this exam as well. You need a proper smart study, okay, you need a proper study plan as well. Then almost 40,000 students, 40,000 candidates qualified for Tier 3 exam, that is for the interview in the previous year. Then actually 15,000 only get the job. It's not like everyone who is appearing for this exam gets a job. It's not. And even if you feel that you have studied a lot, but please, you need to check it again and again, because the Tier 1 exam is not an easy exam. Okay, most of the students feel that Tier 1 is an easy exam, but it's not like that. Okay. Okay, so this completes our lecture. We will discuss some more important things about SSC CGL in the upcoming lectures. Thank you.